Welcome to the SedonaFSU iPad edition, the #1 field service device unit for your technicians in the field. To log into the SedonaFSU iPad app, located in the bottom right here, I have to download the app first from the App Store. Then I'll be able to click on the app to actually enter in and view all the information. In the bottom, we have the setup, documents, maps, and schedule. The setup, you're going to put in your technician credentials. Documents, you can view or add documents. And then if I have the schedule over here, I can view all of my tickets in the past and then future tickets as well. Inspection and service tickets are going to be indicated by a wrench. Jobs are going to be indicated by a hammer. I'm going to select this ticket right here so we can see the ticket information to the right, and I'll collapse our schedule. To put in our site information, I'll scroll down here and I can put in the site address so I can go to my first site appointment. I can see this is scheduled, who created in SedonaOffice, and then in the review stage I can view the warranty, and I can see this is a 90-day warranty that's expired. I can also review the service level as well to see what we're charging the customer. So I can see labor and parts are covered within that service level. The contacts, if I want to review the site contacts, I can click this button right here. And this will show me all the existing site contacts. If I want to add a new one, I have the ability to do that. And if I want to edit one, I can do that as well. Now let's drill into the ticket by clicking the lock button. I have the ability in the appointment tab to put in all my appointment times. So when I'm going to the first appointment, I can click dispatch now. When I arrive on site, I'll click arrive now. That'll put in my current time as well. If I need to adjust this for any reason, I can just select the arrival time, change it to the appropriate time that I need, and I'll click on this white area over here, and that will actually save the time and update SedonaOffice. The Notes tab is right next to the Appointment tab. This will have all notes that are created within SedonaOffice, so I can review this note, and I can set it to see if it's a general or internal note based on my permissions levels. Click done. And if I want to add a new note to this ticket, I can click the plus button down here. I can type in the note, or I can use the microphone here and I can actually add the note this way. So if I click on this microphone, from here I can add the note this way. So I checked out the system, all is working fine, and I can save it as a general or internal note and click create. That's going to save this note, and so if I need to access or edit this note for any reason, I can just select the note, edit it, and click save, and that'll save it into our system. I'm going to navigate up to the history tab where I can view all past closed service tickets for this site and system. I have a list here, the ticket number, creation date. We have the problem codes, resolution, and technician. If we have a long list and we want to search, an itemized search, I can pick which field I want to search from, type in the specifics where this magnifying glass is, and that'll bring up my specific search. To view the notes for these past tickets, I can highlight a few notes or I can highlight one. It's up to you. So I'm going to highlight 3 here, click Get Notes. This is going to show all the past notes for those closed tickets. And if I want to go down one step further, I can drill into this note and view exactly what the note says. Click back here. And then we can move on to the Parts tab.
To add a new part, we simply come down to this plus button at the bottom, and I'll be able to search by part code, manufacturing code, description, and I can just click on this eyeglass right here. I'll type in the part that I'm looking for. So I'm just going to put in battery here. We'll click search. And everything with the description of battery is going to show up. So I have my batteries here. I can select the battery. It's got the price. It's going to be listed there. So I'll highlight this battery. Okay, and I can select any other parts I want to add as well. I'm going to come over here. I'm going to click add parts. And that's going to add these parts to the specific ticket. As you can see right here, I can put the location in for each part. I'm just going to put utility closet for this battery. And then if I need to adjust the pricing as well, I can do that too. If I need to remove a part, I just simply highlight it, click the minus button, I can click yes or no, and that will just take this part off of the ticket here. Now, view system equipment at the bottom. View system equipment is going to show all existing parts that have ever been installed on this site and system. So I have my list here. Here's all the parts. Any that were flagged for remove. If I want to remove a part and replace it with an existing, I can drag and drop it, or if I just want to take this part off, I can just simply select in this area. But I'm going to replace this one and drag it onto the new part we added. I can click yes or no, and that would replace and flag in SedonaOffice that I changed that or made that adjustment. Now in the other tab, I can add an item within here. So any miscellaneous items I can add in this other tab. I can just simply come down here. I got item, code, and description. I'm just going to search by description, and we'll just search a fuel surcharge. So maybe I want to add this fuel surcharge. I'm going to highlight it, click add items. It's already got the price in there, and this is going to add that other charge to the service ticket. Now I added my parts. I got my other charges. I'm going to come back to the appointment tab, and I'm going to put in my depart now time. So I'm ready to leave. Now I'm going to adjust this time so we can have some labor calculated. So I'm going to change it to 6. We'll save that time in. And you'll see I have my labor tab. This wasn't here until I put in my depart time. I have my trip charge already brought over for my service level. My hours are automatically calculated. My rates automatically come over from my service level. Now I have a service level that covers parts and labor, so you can see the labor is actually zeroed out. If I wanted to manually override the labor, this is a permission. I could manually override this and adjust any of the hours or rate that I have in there. And again, this is a permission in the tech tool. So I'm going to come back to my appointment tab, and I'm ready to resolve my ticket. So I can put in my resolution code and my note within here. So first, I can either select to resolve the ticket or put it in the go back queue. Let's just say I want to resolve this ticket. We're ready to build this. So I'm going to pick my resolution code, and we'll set it as billable. Okay, and I'm going to type in my resolution note here. So I'm going to resolve this ticket. And this resolution note, you do have the ability to attach it or have it added with the invoice. Now, a new tab up here when I click done is the accept tab, and this is what you're going to present to the customer. So you have all your charges for the day, your parts, your labor, other charges, and then you have overrides here in the top left. So for example, if I had a warranty that covered parts and labor, and I got in and said, hey, this isn't covered under the warranty, I could always flag this, and then it would charge based upon the service level. Now my service level covered parts and labor, so I'm going to override here, and you can see, since I override, here's the parts I added, and then here's the total labor, and it's going to adjust my grand total when presenting it to the customer. Payment method, if I want to add a new credit card, I could click this plus button. I can add a new credit card when I'm right in the field, or if I wanted to view an existing credit card or ACH on file, I could click this information button, and this would have the card. I'm going to flag it that they want to use that. And when the ticket is closed within SedonaOffice, it will let you know that we're going to use this card for payment. In the bottom here, we have all the terms and conditions. So you can enter these in through the technician management tool to your liking. So in accepting this agreement, you can also put a hyperlink in there if you want to drive them to a separate service agreement. And if I click Get Signature, I can present this to the customer so they can sign it with their finger or stylus pen and then click Complete. And I'll type in the customer's name as well under here so I can finish up this ticket and move on to my next. So I'm going to just type the name in here, Justin, and then when I'm done with this, I'll just hit Accept, and I'm on to my next ticket.
The ticket's now resolved, but it still needs to be closed out within SedonaOffice. If I come down and I want to look at a job, I can highlight this job. And this job is scheduled, the appointment times for Thursday, Friday, and Monday. I have the review stage of the job. I have my site address here. It's scheduled. And I have my basic information about this job. I want to click lock, just as I did in the service ticket. I can do that as well. I'm going to click appointment. I can put in my dispatch arrival and departure times for each day. I can view or add any notes just as I did within the service ticket by clicking this plus button. I can talk and add the note this way. New job note. Click create. And that'll save this within this job. So any notes that are added will be listed here. Materials and installer view only, so I can view all the materials that are added. And if I look at my install charge, I have my install charge listed here as well, and I can click unlock to get out of that ticket just as I did within the service ticket.
If you use the Sedona Docs add-on module, you can also view documents, as you can see in the bottom here. When I have a ticket selected, I can select the Documents tab. This will show any documents based on my permission level, service, ticket, system, or jobs. And I'll be able to view any that were added within SedonaOffice or add any in the field. So if I need to take a picture, or maybe I want to take a picture and upload the document and select one right from here, I could simply just add this document in, or this picture, click the green thumb here. I'll have to pick a document type. This is going to come from Sedona Setup, so you'll have all these set up. I'll just say this is a JPEG, and then I'm going to put in a description of what this is. And we'll just put in test document. Click the green thumbs up to complete, and this is going to add this document, and we have this as a service document, so it's going to save to the service ticket here. And if I go back and refresh, here's the document that we just added. So now in SedonaOffice in the back office, you're going to be able to see this document that was added by the technician in the field.
Thank you for taking the time to watch this presentation on the SedonaFSU iPad edition. To reach out, contact Justin D. at perennialsoftware.com.